Hi, welcome to TEC Pictures. Today, in part of an ongoing hiking, camping series aimed at landscape photographers, I'm going to be going over how I make fire starters for out in the field. Let's say you're on a multi-day backpacking trip, it's raining, it's soaking, and all of a sudden, oh no, where's my... And all of a sudden, you're cold, you're damp, and you need to warm up. You need a fire, but everything around you is damp too. You need something to start it. That's where these fire starters come from. They are something I learned to make in the Boy Scouts back in the 80s. They actually have very few ingredients. It's depending on what you have around your house, it's practically free. What you need: dryer lint, a paper egg carton, some sort of candle wax. It can be candle, preferably unscented, unless you want your campfire to be scented with whatever that is. A little aluminum pan, and a way to melt the wax. You can do this in a low oven, a slow cooker, or something, but it needs to be low and slow because you don't want to do this too fast or the wax will catch on fire. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and get started on making these. First thing, let's go ahead and get the egg carton prepped. We're going to sit there and just stuff dryer lint in each of the cells of the egg carton. Okay, all right, next we're going to break up the candle wax and put it in your aluminum pan. Don't worry about and yeah, let's go ahead and use all these. I can always let it re-solidify and use it for another batch later. Okay, put it in your whatever your heating device is. I'm using this multi-cooker. I'm setting it on the slow cooker mode for 1 hour and start. We'll come back to this after it is finished melting. Okay, now while we're waiting for the wax to melt, I'm going to give you an example of why we use this. I've got some wood over here soaking in a bucket. I'm going to use one of my fire starters, start a quick little fire and show you how good this is. First thing, put the fire starter in there and let's build up a nice little teepee over it. When you're building one of these wet wood fires, you want to make sure that you don't have it smothered when you start, because it still needs oxygen to burn. That should be good for a start. Pull out my trusty little lighter. It's going to be slow at first. I'll probably go to time lapse for the rest of this. Now I'm stacking this wood around it so that it can start to dry out. Okay, and as you see, it's gotten going. As the wood dries out, it will burn hotter and hotter, and you'll be able to dry out more wood as the fire builds up. Well, the wax is melted. Ah, crud! I'm gonna have to clean that up. And it's time to take it out here and fill up the cells on the egg carton. Notice I'm using tongs because this is hot. Dang it, I have to clean up that pot. Okay, using tongs, using cloth, because you want to be careful not to burn yourself. And we just fill up these cells like so. And there you go. Once it's cooled off, it'll solidify. You cut up the cells, put them in Ziploc bags, and you're good to go. That concludes my little tutorial. If you have any questions, please leave a comment, please leave a like, subscribe. I'm planning on putting more videos involving hiking, camping, and landscape photography out there in the near future. Have a good day.